Welcome back. Memorial Day weekend, little episode. We're about an hour and 10 minutes later than usual, but you know what it is. It's Youngzers. It's episode 45. Is it 45?
Yeah.
45. We're rolling. Andrew's all tuckered out. Looks like he had a long weekend. Just shaking his head, yes. But Dan, he's there. He's here. He's like, but he's clocking in. He's like the rising sun. You always see him coming up in the east and setting in the west. So, What's going on? I know sports are a little slow right now. We know we're getting there. We thought the Pirates would keep our interest a little bit, but I don't know. It seems like the vibes are starting to fade for them.
Yeah, the sports are slow. I'll say the fishing this weekend was slow. Went up to Pymatuming, nothing off the boat. We were doing some of Ryan's favorite kind of fishing. We were trolling. Out there, so we were trolling for some walleye. Nothing there. Was up at Seven Springs today. Couldn't get much. I didn't have a lot of my stuff. I brought most of my bigger stuff, so we were in some ponds there. But going out tomorrow morning. Dan, I thought he was a little more blue collar than I thought, but I guess not. I'll put that out there. I'm going to be up 5:30. The coffee's going to be brewing. We're going to be out on the stream. Dan's going to be just going to bed. So, I get it. It's fine. Those of us, early bird gets the worm kind of deal is what it is.
That's fine. And I appreciate the offer, but yeah, I don't get Memorial Day off. I'll be clocking in at 7 o'clock at night. So hit that time and a half for 5 hours tomorrow. It is what it is. I apologize, but it's not too enticing. Once you hit 30, you realize that getting up and then going doing something, then coming home, taking a nap, and then go back out for night shift. It's for the birds. It's for the younger me. If you would have caught me at, I don't know, 21, well, let's say this, from the age of 16 to 25, I would have done it. But yeah, that's 5 years in the past. I'm sorry.
And I'll stop you right there. All right, I'll stop you right there. First of all, you're in the clear. I respect any appreciator of the invite, so I'll give you green flag there. So if you give them the old appreciation of the invite, that's where I'm, checkered flag waving it. So that, and I understand I just did hit that 26 mark. So a couple months ago, I would have been sure. But yeah, you're definitely right. You hit the age bracket pretty nail on the head right there. But just to put my hat in the ring a little bit, as you'd say, I'm an appreciator of the invite. So we can agree on one thing here.
I offered you the invite and you just said no.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I said I appreciate the invite, but I got other things to do. You know that.
There was no appreciation of the invite.
Here's the thing, Dan, you can agree with this. Isn't it different with siblings and family?
Oh, absolutely.
Than with a friend when you're invited to something?
Absolutely.
Because Andrew knows my schedule, what I'm doing, and what I'm about. So he knows what the answer would be. And I don't know, it'd be kind of chuggy to be oh, I appreciate your invite. No, I've known you for 26 years. I can say whatever I want to.
Yeah. And if my brother would invite me to whatever and I was busy, I'd no, get bent. I'm not going to be appreciate you. No, brothers, siblings, and family members. It's a different, you don't have to appreciate their invite.
Yeah.
Want to clarify that.
I'll be courteous to you.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong foot. Relax up there. You look like someone who could see some sun. I'll be honest.
Yeah. No, it's the lighting in here. It's on the bright whites. Do you want me to make it a little tanner, maybe put a little brown in there?
Yeah.
Dan, you look at him. You think gym rat right there.
Oh,
yeah.
Thickly.
Yeah.
That porcelain skin.
He was out there getting a range session, but he was under the canopy. Who does that? Who goes out for a range sesh and is I want to be under some shelter for this?
I was already outside that day, and I didn't want to be in any more heat.
That day was today.
Huh?
It was today.
That was yesterday.
Okay.
I regular golf.
Okay,
today.
Maybe I looked at the Snapchat just this morning, and I don't look at it all too often. So, or Instagram, wherever you posted it.
I hit some balls yesterday. I was all out and about, and I played some hoops in the morning, so I got a nice run in. Temp was a little high. I was the motor was running early in the morning, so I was under the canopy hitting some balls in the shade. Because whenever I'm hitting balls, I'm not one of those guys that sits there and hits one and watches it. I'm 1, 2, 3. I'm hitting them fast.
No, that's your problem. That's a problem.
No,
Yes, I promise you. When you go to a range session, if you ask anybody who's good, like if you ask the pros,
exactly, you're talking to someone, you know.
But if you've even said on the pod, you said previous pods that you want to get better. Like you jumped at my neck because I said that you were out there goofing around, but you didn't want to get better. If you want to get better, you got to take your range sessions a little serious. You got to take time in between each swing, visualize it. If you shank one or something, make a mental note of how that felt and don't do that again. And you start striping them good, make mental notes, get that muscle memory going, and take your time with it. When I go to a range session, even if I'm hitting, let's say 30 balls, it takes me an hour, if not longer.
But that's the way I do it, though. Whenever I'm hitting well, I want to replicate. Like, I was hitting them pretty well. So I was like, all right, if I can do this movement quick, then I'll have that muscle memory over and over again, which I didn't hit many bad.
I get that, but how often do you hit that quick out on the course?
Ask Andrew. You see me running out of the car with a club in my hand.
I understand that, but what if you got somebody playing slow in front of you or moderately slow? They're keeping pace, but there's maybe 5 minutes between each shot, correct?
Then it's easier. I consider myself an athletic young male. So whenever I'm shooting hoops in practice, I'm putting those shots up. You know, I'm quickly shooting around. I'm hitting those jumpers. So, you know, when I'm open in a corner, that's like, you know, that's easy money when I'm just sitting there with no one on me.
So
it's kind of like golf, which I have more time so I can, you know, replicate my swing easier. So when I'm hitting them faster, I know that movement because it's that quick shot.
You're like the guy at Dave and Buster's on the basketball machine, just two hands. Oh.
I'll tell you what I used to. Did I tell you about what was that place in Burl by you, Andrew?
Little Rascals.
Did I tell you about that where I was glitching the machine?
Yes, and that kid told on you.
I was reaching over, just like hitting the tag, and it was just going like ding, 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 like real fast. I got like $1,000 worth of tickets, I think.
Easy money.
I was a kid though. I wasn't like a full blown adult. That was when I was probably like 7 or 8. And then I told some kid like the secret. Then he went and told like one of the workers, and they shut it down.
Shut it down.
It was like a bar rescuer, and John Tafford's like, shut it down. He walked in. So that was the end of my fun at Little Rascals or whatever it's called.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's, you know, you're glitching the system. You made the mistake. You tried to share the wealth, and they shut it.
See, that's the thing. You got to keep that to yourself. You learn not to trust anybody in them situations. When you got a good thing going, you just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I played today. I shot 100, so to my standards, that's good. Anything, I'm in the area where I'm now. Earlier in the summer, I was like 95 to 105, but I kind of brought that range down. I'm kind of like 90 to 100 now. So like 100's as most as I want to be. Anything over 100, I'm like, nah. But if I go like 49, 50, I'm happy. 50, 50, I'm like, hey, you know what, whatever. 9 times 5 is 45. I try to get a 5 every hole. But those par 5s are where I get like the 6s or like, you know, the 7s. The 7s are the killers.
Big crooked numbers.
I'm okay with the occasional like 6, but yeah.
Get a snowman or two, yeah.
I had no 8s today. No 8s.
That's good.
No 8s.
Speaking of golf, how's our Youngzers outing looking? We filling up yet?
I think we were filling up on Twitter. I think we got some more to do. We got to make those tee times probably this week.
I was going to call out there if you wanted me to. I was going to call and just give them the lowdown. Like, hey, listen, we're just couple guys, and we have a podcast, local podcast, and I was just going to give them the spiel. Like, I wanted to get
you're the big guns on them. Like, yeah, you got.
No, don't even say that. Be like, we got a few guys flying in from out of town. We need a couple of tee time, you know, because they're gonna be like, oh, you just want to make this an out? Do you have to pay more whenever you make it an outing or something?
Yeah, well, to make it an outing, yeah.
But if you're just like, I want like a couple of tee time.
Yeah, so I was just gonna call and be like, I need like 5 tee times. Boom, boom, boom. Right? How many?
We need like an official head count though, Andrew.
That's the thing.
I know Johnny said he can't make it now. So that's Johnny.
Oh.
Yeah, he can't make it now, so that's -1. We need like an official head count, and then I need to get started on this trophy. I need to like get some. What do they do? Like draft it, you know, like with that blue paper with the line. What do they call that? Blueprint. Yeah, I gotta get some blueprints down.
Do it in AutoCAD. Call up Dan Stitt.
Yeah,
I don't know. Do you have any like welding guns I could borrow? Or they call them like welding things?
You want to weld it?
I mean, need some like scrap metal or something.
If you give me the print, I'll weld it up at work. Nobody heard that.
Can I? No, because I said I'd make it. I can't get like extra help. This isn't like whenever you're like in junior high and your parents are helping you make your volcano. No, I'm not letting you help.
Okay. I
was told, or I gave the stamp that like it was thought by me, made by me. So I gotta like come through with, minimal help. Maybe I'll like take consultant. I'll have like consultants, but
And when you call to Dan, sorry, like I just thought, may let them know that we're doing like kind of best ball, with pairing.
I was gonna give them a spiel like, hey, I need like 5 tee times all back to back to back, and then I was gonna be like, we're all playing best ball. This is like a little fun that we're having, all of our buddies, yada yada. I was like, we're not all gonna tee off at the same time because that'd be, it would be impossible. I'm like, we'll stay with our foursomes, but yeah, I'll give them the lowdown. Don't worry.
We should do that on one hole. Everybody tee off. 25 people tee off at the same time.
Could you imagine?
25 balls flying through.
They would be irate because out of nowhere, a foursome would catch us and be like, why is there 25 guys stacked up here?
Like there's a bear.
How sick that would be, though. 25 people, and you go 1, 2, 3, and everyone just tees off. How do you tell like which ball is yours? Oh wait, you can mark it, but like in the air,
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Or everybody tee off with a different color. Like I'll get like maybe magenta.
An oddly specific color.
Seem like a magenta guy.
Well, no one else is gonna think of it, so I had to choose one of them.
That's fair.
All right. No, that's fine. All right. So what we on that? Yeah, we gotta get the head count on that. Dan, we can get the tee times. We'll figure a lot goes down. But like we talked about, sports world's dry right now, so I wanted to pose a question. Memorial Day's tomorrow, a lot of cookouts. What's your main go-to side on Memorial Day? I want your top one.
Okay.
And what do you think is the most overrated one?
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw you into the fire, Dan. I want to hear you right now, off the top of your head.
It's a toss-up for me. But give me potato salad as my number one.
That's like a fringe. It could be like the best or the worst. It depends on who's making it.
Yeah. So my mother would just eyeball it, and I've tried to replicate it, and I really can't. I get it close, but it's not the same. So I'd have to say potato salad's number one. Overrated side. Oh, that's a toughie because all sides they got their place.
That's what it is. It depends on who's making the side, and like because any side could be good or bad. I've had good and bad of every side.
For me,
I'll go out and say like coleslaw. That could
that's low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
I mean, it can be really bad, and I don't feel like the ceiling's as high as the floor on it.
I was thinking something along the lines of you get all these like women that want to do all these Pinterest meals and stuff. Now I saw it on Pinterest. I heard Val Porter from DVE say she was making broccoli salad. Like something like that.
I've had some broccoli salad that's, if you ever had the broccoli salad where the broccoli's like real dry, that's the worst. That's got to be worse.
I would say either like a broccoli salad, and this might ruffle some feathers here because I don't know. I'm not a big pasta salad guy, so I would say pasta salad for me is overrated.
I've never had a bad pasta salad. I've had bad sour. I can't remember. I've never had like a bad pasta salad. The only ones I don't like, I'm more of like a vinegar based pasta salad. I don't like the creamy one. That's a little too much. You're already getting thick and like in the weeds with the pasta itself. Like you don't need more. What would you call it, starch in there?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be ankle deep in pasta and then have cream up to my neck. You know, like that's just not me.
It's just extra heavy because it's carb heavy, and then you got the heavy fats with the cream. What do they use, ranch or whatever? That's heavy in fat, so it's just a heavy salad. I don't like pasta with my pepperoni and all those. Like I like all those things, but combined, I can't do it.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, no, if you overdo it on the pasta, you gotta keep it simple if you're doing it. But I thought of that just as a group. What's the thought on baked beans?
I'll take them.
They're good. I'll eat them a couple times a year. So it's one of those things, you only eat a couple times. And if you're eating baked beans like anytime after, I'd say August,
Yeah.
or what? Yeah,
Yeah.
anytime after August, like this is the window opening up.
Yeah.
Like right now, today's when bacon beans like season, like it's opening day tomorrow for baked beans. And then what would you say? Labor Day. That's the last day you can eat baked beans.
Yeah.
So Memorial to Labor, like it's like you can't wear white after Labor Day. You can't eat baked beans after Labor Day. You know, like you just can't do it.
So you'd say it's like a big time for like big baked bean. Like this is their like they're projecting good sales from the order. Yeah.
Bush's
baked beans clocking in tomorrow.
Yeah, get your stocks in Bush's baked beans right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like cutting up little hot dogs and putting them in there.
Ooh,
like, yeah.
Like beans and wieners. But about baked beans, like you get that little droopy, like that slop at the end with the bean juice into my potato salad, like extras, and then I got the last bite of my hamburger and I just scrape out all up. I think it's the best bite from a cookout, or none.
I used to just replicate that. I'm big on dogs. Like I'm a hot dog guy more than burgers. So if I'm going through the line, first thing I'm doing, like I skip the burgers usually. I just like hot dogs. I put the beans on top of the hot dogs.
Wow.
That's what I eat.
That's a power move. Power move.
It is. You know, like you sit your elbows a little wider at the table and you're eating that thing. You're like letting the wingspan roll. You know, you got to hold that thing shut. It ain't for like no weaklings putting the beans on the dog.
Ryan's a big stadium steak guy.
Yeah, he likes
to dress them up. He likes to dress them.
But I dress them up in my own way. Like I'm not a conventional dresser upper of my hot dogs. Like I'll put other parts of the spread on the hot dog. So I've been known to put slaw on there. I put bunya cow on them on New Year's. You know, I just put different stuff on there. It ends up pretty good.
Bunya cow on your pork missile. I never thought of that.
It's good.
Good.
And you know what? I did it this year. I had some left over, and I was just experimenting on top of different stuff. You know what's real good on top of? You'll never guess.
On top of a pork missile?
No, what bunya cow is good on top of?
I couldn't tell you.
Sweet potatoes.
Really?
Yep. You got the sweetness of the sweet potato, and then you got that little saltiness of the. It's like a grown man's pretzel.
I could see it.
That's what you look for in the pretzel, the salty and the sweetish of the pretzel. Yeah.
I'm not gonna try it, but I'll take your word on it for sure.
You should try it.
No, I'm not going to.
Ask Andrew. Anything I've said you should try, like everyone's like anything that I say you should try, and like it doesn't look good. Like he's always said it was good.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have.
No. What do you eat for lunch? What were you eating for lunch every day?
Recently?
No, back when I lived with you.
Sweet. What was that? My chicken era or my ground turkey era?
Ground turkey era, yeah.
So I'd have ground turkey, sweet potato, and then green beans or mixed vegetables.
Yeah,
all mixed.
Like
all mixed together.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's called monster mash.
Yeah, when I was big into lifting heavy objects at the gym, that's what I would eat. I lived off that 5 times a day. Sweet potatoes. I was either cauliflower or broccoli, and ground turkey or chicken. Yes.
Well, the thing is, you'd mix it up so that I like the ground turkey, but it would mix well with the potato. And then the vegetables would be good in there, give you a nice little more crunch.
Yeah.
Then I'd put hot sauce on top of it, and I'd call it monster mash.
Mustard.
I use that too.
Mustard.
Right, Andrew? I use mustard.
Mustard. Yeah. Yellow mustard. Andrew,
mustard and hot sauce.
I'm going to have to take Ryan's side here. I'm sorry. Yeah.
And personally, I can't just mix it. Like I can eat all those separately. You know what I mean? That's fine. But you mash it and mix it together. Ooh, no.
Okay, look at the world's strongest animals. Look at all of them. What do you think they eat? The same thing every day.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But
and humans, you see some, they're lined up at, Wendy's, McDonald's every day, or they're eating some other thing. You don't see gorillas from the zoo lined up at McDonald's. You know what they're eating? Same thing every day. Have you ever seen a hairless gorilla?
I have.
They're ripped.
Jacked.
They are ripped.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to replicate that. But yeah.
Well, here's the other thing. So we're going to get into 2 things here. I always was under the mindset that if it was all together, I could eat it faster because I wasn't eating for taste. I was eating for fuel, right? And then the other thing is we've never seen a silverback gorilla on like a strict regiment of lifting and dieting. So we haven't seen a peak silverback gorilla. We've seen them, what they can do with the way they're working out and the way that they're eating. Think if we got them on a tight regimen, how yoked we could get one.
You know what other animals like ripped and people don't talk about it enough?
Kangaroo.
Oh
The
yeah.
kangaroo.
Oh yeah.
I
Do you
think
ever-
they are notoriously like,
Just
good chest
an
insertions.
FYI for you, if you ever go to the outback and you see a kangaroo in a body of water, do not follow it. They will
try and
drown you. They will drown you, and they are very, very proficient at it.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you drown them back.
No, you can't. They
You
are
can't.
they are so good at drowning. Whatever they think is chasing them, they'll go into a body of water because they know that they can drown it. It is.
Like they're bringing you into your you're not expecting that the body of water is the kangaroo's Thunderdome. Like you think like it's panicking, it's got you right where it wants.
Yeah.
Right.
What if I'm in the water first and I drown it first?
You're not going to. I promise you, you're not going to. I'm
What if I
sorry.
have the leverage on it or the high ground?
It's got a tail. It's got a tail. There's nothing but muscle.
So I don't have a tail.
Exactly. So
I can use that to disadvantage.
You try to like baptize it, and it's holding itself up with its tail, and then it's got to grip you up with its stubby arms, and you see that chest on them things.
Okay, listen to this.
You wouldn't beat a kangaroo no matter what.
No,
I'm sorry.
Yes, I will.
no.
Give me a million tries, I'll beat it at least 500,000. Anyway, if you put
half the
a kangaroo
half the time.
sleeper hold.
I'm cutting you off. You think you can beat it half the time?
50-50, yeah.
No fucking
And are we
way.
in water already
Sorry.
or like land?
I just beat myself.
If you were strictly in land, you would lose almost every time. That thing would.
No, I
knock
wouldn't.
you. Yeah, it would.
What's
It would
its
knock
what's
you
its
out.
weakness,
I'd
Ryan?
get
Tell me.
behind it easily.
What's its
it has
weakness?
stumpy arms. I'd put it in a sleeper hold, and
The-
its arms are so short it can't punch behind it.
The kangaroo's only weakness is that it can't jump backwards. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it can't jump backwards
I
when
wanna
it's in the
see-
sleeper hold.
Here, hold
you know?
on. Let me see. How fast can a kangaroo go?
I'd put it in a toe lock and it'd go face forward. There goes its idea of going backwards, you know?
How fast are kangaroos? That can't be real.
What's
It's at 40 or 50?
A
No
red
way.
kangaroo can reach speeds of 43 miles an hour. And you're going to beat this thing, Ryan? You could get behind it with ease, huh?
Well, is it fighting or running? Tell me that.
Red kangaroos hop over.
Well, I win.
speed
first
up
of all.
That is crazy.
You're gonna get smoked by a kangaroo, Ryan.
As
What?
that's easy pickings right there. That kangaroo's an easy pickings.
Not a chance.
So over a short distance is 44 miles an hour. It can sustain 25 mile an hour.
So can I. I bet I could sustain 20.
You know that like they got segways at the Pittsburgh Mills, and they do however fast they do because the human cannot sustain that speed. I think it was like 12 miles an hour. You're not outrunning it.
That seems pretty false. I sustain at least 10. I've maxed out a couple of treadmills.
I don't know. You couldn't sustain that
For
10?
for
I've
miles.
maxed out treadmills for like minutes.
for miles. though.
Minutes.
For miles. You
Minutes.
think a kangaroo's going 40 for miles? No.
I just said it sustains 25 for miles. Top speed of 45.
What's my top speed, do you think?
You
20,
tell me. No,
25?
no.
I don't know. I have
no.
no idea.
'Cause,
I'm not
like-
good with
Like you're
speeds.
talking like D1 athletes, like wide receivers hit like spurts of like 22 to 25 miles an hour.
I'd say
Here.
And you got a bum ankle now. You got a bum ankle.
no. I don't. Since when? I had one. Not anymore.
You fight that kangaroo, that ankle's giving out on you.
Do you know how
So-
like fragile those things' ankles are? Those things are all bone.
What are you?
So I looked up average human speed. So we'll say you're just above average, right? You're not the average human. You're above, right? Can you bench press 225?
Honestly, I'm not trying to wait. What?
Can you bench press at least 225?
Easily.
Okay, so
I
you're
rep
above average. You're above average. All right.
My max was a couple weeks ago. I had a new max, 295. buddy.
Nice. Congrats.
I'm
You're
not
above
going to hit that
average.
anytime soon again.
You're
but
above average, right? So the average human, male, it says male running, sustains 8 miles an hour. I'll give you 10. I'll give you 10.
I'll give me 12.
You're still not outrunning it. That's the thing.
I know. I don't have to outrun it. If we're fighting, I don't have to outrun it.
You can't get behind it.
Kangaroo bench? How much can a kangaroo bench?
I don't know. How
does the kangaroo know we're fighting? Do I have like the element of surprise?
Wait a second. Why is this the when I put how much can a kang? Why does it say guru bench? Why is that the first thing?
People are talking about it.
Because people like Ryan. That's exactly why.
Yeah, exactly.
They're known to buff kangaroos have been known to crush metal with their bare hands, which is seriously impressive. They have a punch force of about 275 pounds. Their kick force is 759 pounds of force with a single kick.
That's those fragile legs, right?
Yeah.
Talking about.
Yeah,
buddy.
Yeah, those things are breaking on
impact. Ratioed by a kangaroo, and you can't admit it. I would lose to a kangaroo.
Yeah, I would.
It's a wild animal.
It has the triple threat. It can punch, kick, and drown you.
Listen here. I'm top of the food chain. Humans are top of the food chain.
No, because we have weapons. We're intelligent.
I got two right here.
We're intelligent, and we've crafted guns and things of that nature, swords, whatever, you know. So we can
having kangaroos then. They're so high and mighty, and why are they just hopping around going 40?
They're not intelligent.
We have them M16s. Could you imagine a kangaroo with an M16? Yeah,
exactly. I'm beating it 900 times out of 900.
Have you ever seen Planet of the Apes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Learn a lesson, right?
Yeah.
Learn a lesson.
You ever seen Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
If there were 6-foot T-Rexes, I'd beat it 1-on-1. T-Rex too.
You mean the ones that have like steak knives for teeth? Yeah, you'd win. I'm sorry. What are you gonna do?
We're not talking. All right, if we're talking just no teeth on the T-Rex, I'll give you that.
Here's the thing, Ryan, and what a lot of people don't understand, and I don't know if you understand it. Wild animals don't know pain. They don't know how to give up. They don't know how to quit. That's why you see a lot of these videos of zebras and gazelles in Africa still fighting for their lives to get away from the lions and hyenas and stuff like that. Even after they've been taken down, they're bleeding profusely, their guts, entrails just all over the place. Because in the wildlife, they don't have that thought of pain. They don't know what pain is. They don't know what giving up is. It's life or death there. That's something that humans have, and you turn it on and you can't turn that off because you're going to feel the pain. You're going to feel, oh, well, that hurt. Oh, wow, this sucks. I got to give up. They don't. You want to know
my rebuttal?
Go ahead.
Kangaroo hasn't met me before. That all changes when it sees me walking up to it.
He's going to be like, that's the third best hauler in Western PA.
This kangaroo, it's hopping around day after day. It's, cozy in its little kangaroo house with its little Joey in its pouch. The day it sees me cross it, that's the day there it says, I messed up. This guy's going to whoop me.
I can't get behind that. I'm sorry. And it's like them people that have wild animals, like, do your thing. And if you have them and they're in the right enclosures and stuff, sure, but you wouldn't catch me dead with anything like that. Anything that could kill me.
You can't compare me to those people. Those people are complete morons and they deserve what they get. So here's the fine line. It's not like I'm gonna go out there and fight a kangaroo, like, for real. Do you think I'd do that? These people are morons. They're out here owning like lions and tigers, and then they're like shocked when their face gets like mauled off, and then they're out there looking like a skeleton. You can't put me in the same boat as them. At the end of the day, I'm not going out there to brawl a kangaroo.
But your argument, and you're so animate about it, that you would beat a kangaroo. Part of me, part of me,
you're saying I have a 0% chance. 0%.
You have 0%. You said you had a 50-50.
Whatever happened to any man with two hands is a fighting chance.
Not against a wild animal. I'm sorry.
So here's the thing. Know. What about that dude? That guy, his dog was in a headlock from a kangaroo. He walked up to it and gave it a one-shot punch to the jaw, and it just ran away. He won against the kangaroo.
It released his dog, and then
he won. Did he win or not? Kangaroo retreated.
You have the balls to walk up to the kangaroo and just jaw jack it?
Yeah.
While it's sitting in a pond?
Well, I'm not stupid. I'd wait for it to come on land.
Oh.
I'm out there hanging out the whole time. It has to come out eventually. What's it going to go live in a pond? No, it's going to come out, and when it does, it's getting one to the jaw.
See, Dan, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, the kid's a troll. You know, here's the prime example. Yesterday, you know, up at Pyma, not great service is bad. You know, that's fine, whatever. I log on to, you know, check Facebook, you know, habitually. You know, the first thing I see, Blackstone Griddlers group, and who's on there absolutely trolling. That's the first thing I see. Ryan, you want to give us the commentary from that one?
Oh, I just go on random Facebook groups and just troll them. I can't remember what I even said. I black out when I do it now. So I don't remember what I say to these people. But like people take sides for me and stuff.
The only part that I saw was Ryan put his picture of where you growing some bratwurst yesterday.
Brats, dogs, mushrooms, onions, peppers, salmon.
And it's all down there. And some guy said, what do you say? Like, I'd like to be a cat under your grill or something like that.
Yeah, I lied. I say something normal. I post like what's cooked, and then I throw a line in at the end that'll spark like conversation amongst the group. So I said like, yeah, we got brats and dogs down, and then the scallops. I'm like, yeah, I'm feeding scallops to the stray cats in the area. So that's the background. And then
the guy said, I'd like to be a stray by your grill. And the first comment I see from Ryan underneath that is, sure, come over. He goes, you have to wear a tail and use a litter box.
Oh my
conversation. And then he just goes off the wall. And this poor guy has no clue what's about to hit him.
So
you're basically telling him, yeah, you want scallops, you're gonna have to be a furry. That's basically what you're telling him.
I joined that Western PA golfers or whatever because you like to get on there and troll your magic.
I mix it up in there. There's a couple groups.
So every time I log on or get on Facebook, that's like the first thing I see is a post from that group. And today I saw one. Get this, a guy was on, I don't know where he was playing, but he ended up shanking his drive right, shanked his second shot right, and it went in the parking lot, and the guy was driving in and it hit his car, and he like freaked out about it. And they're like, oh yeah, you gotta turn that into homeowners insurance and this and that. I'm thinking to myself, I'm not at my house. I'm not in my car. He's turning that in himself. Like I have no bearing on that. Or you turn that into the clubhouse, to the course. Yeah. But then the course will even say you park here at your own risk. So you got to deal with that yourself. And the funniest part about it was the guy said that that guy's car kept his ball in bounds. It wasn't OB. So he knocked his third shot onto the green and then putted it out for birdie because it was on a par 5. So am I wrong to think that guy can go get bent and want my information?
It's the same people that want to hit the car. Listen, it's the same thing like people that park at Little League games, park behind home plate. You park there, you're liable to catch a foul ball off the windshield. It ain't gonna be little Timmy's fault if he's taking hacks and, get out of here with that. You're driving up there. People are bad golfers. We've all hit bad shots. We'll continue to hit bad shots. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. And you're going to a public course. And that's what I thought, because I played beer league softball, and they always said, if you're parking out in the outfield, you park there at your own risk. The Legion is not liable. The person that hits the ball is not liable. Neither team is liable. No sponsors are liable. You're liable for parking out there. So they always told me, put your trunk up. So if it does come and hit, it's not smashing your back window. I've seen plenty of windshield or back windows busted out up at Shenley Legion Park from home runs, foul balls. I've seen it. And they always said, well, nobody's liable. You got to turn that in. You got to fix it yourself.
I don't know how Ryan missed that one. I mean, I was on there this week, that Facebook group. I see the first thing some guy goes, how's Tom's run playing this year? I see Ryan, first comment, Tom's keeping it in great shape. You know, just an absolute troll.
You think that
who knows what groups this kid's in?
You think they'd catch on?
I'll give you a couple I'm in. Barbecue smokers beginners. So I'm in a barbecue smokers group. Lawn care beginners and guide. Stamp collectors.
Oh my!
And then the newest one I was throwing opinions in. Hold on, let me find the name of this one. I mixed it up in this one.
Is it the concrete one? You were in like a concrete group.
Yeah. There's one, it's called Concrete Mixer Mayhem. It's just a bunch of guys that drive concrete mixers, and I mix it up with them. And then, hold on, I need to find this one. I have to go down a little bit because I was in Blackstone Griddlers, and that's what all my notifications are right now. So this one is Youth Baseball Coaching Support Drills and Philosophy. So that's mine. This guy was like talking up like, I need more runners on base, like 12U baseball. And my comment was, yeah, I'm huge on bunting. That's like the only thing I put.
Playing small ball.
So I'm mixing up in there. What did I call this guy? People were loving this comment I had the other day. I think it was on Blackstone Griddlers. Where is it? Hold on, I'm scrolling through all my notifications. People are loving what I commented yesterday.
Go ahead.
This post was deleted, but I still have the notification. There's like all those laughing emojis by it. People are reacting to it. So this guy goes into Blackstone Griddlers. He makes this big post that say like, yeah, I'm leaving this group. It's a bunch of idiots. All they ask is how to season and clean your griddle and all this stuff. And then I just said, I'd griddle circles around you, squirt. All these guys are like laugh reacting to it. So I got him pretty good. But
should we do a new segment weekly, Dan, where we come up with a group for Ryan to infiltrate and troll in on Facebook?
Oh yeah.
It has to be a private group. I stay away from the public ones because when you comment on something public, it goes onto your news feed. So like all your friends and family will see it. So I'm in the tall grass of these private groups. Just like I'm shooting like a comment I'm addicted to it a little bit, like addicted to the reaction.
So what you're telling me is you're like the Vietnamese in the trees, huh?
Yeah, the trees are talking.
Yeah.
But
Jeez.
So what do you
part is,
let's give them one right now. What do you think?
You gotta think of a
good Facebook group.
Here's one I couldn't find a group for it. I was looking for it yesterday. You know what I've been like obsessed with watching on like TikTok? Those mosh pit videos of like, you know, at concerts, just people mosh pitting. So I went on Facebook. I tried to find like a mosh pit like group that I could be in and just, you know, muck it up in there a little bit.
We need to have one that's like very niche, like the stamp collectors, because obviously, you know, what about something
like there's all those like coin collectors. That's huge.
They're all public. The big ones it has to have like a ton of people. Because Blackstone has like 60K.
Yeah.
I think, right?
I thought it was like 600.
I get good traction on there.
I thought it was like 600,000. I could be wrong.
Is it?
I thought it was a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You should plug the pod in there.
That's the first thing that pops up on my.
Don't plug the pod now because then they'll know you're a troll.
It's 700K.
700. Yeah, I thought it was like 600. I had to leave that group. I was like, this is too much.
I've made 2 posts on there trolling people and numerous comments. Do you know what my badges are on there? It looks like I'm so official because I have all these badges in this group because I just stir shit up the whole time.
Probably top contributor.
Yeah.
Huh? Top contributor. What do you think the second one is, Andrew?
Probably something that deals with like conversation starter.
That's the second one, but the third one's my favorite. This is what makes it official. We got top contributor, conversation starter, and then you got this one. And just look at me, like in this group, mucking things up. Like, you know, I'm not in there seriously. Guess what they give me? Rising star. They say I'm like a rising star in this group.
You can't contain them. You can't stop them. You can only hope to contain them.
I think you got to go into you've trolled Dan on this before here multiple times. You need to go into like a hunting group or something.
Oh, yeah.
Hunting.
I'm not knowledgeable enough on the topic. I don't think I could fake that.
They might try to find you though. You start messing with the rednecks and stuff and people that are passionate about hunting. Just go in there and tell them if you're not wearing Sika, you ain't doing it right.
I don't think I could fake that good enough. So see, I wouldn't know like what you just said.
What about going into like a librarian's like page and just like trashing the Dewey Decimal System?
Say Jerry O'Learcheck for president.
I'll think of something like, you know, like historians of a certain topic and be like, you know, like this and this is wrong and we just discovered this, and like try to flip history on them, and you know, I don't know. I'll have to draw something up. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Get into like a flat earther one and just start telling them like you're all wrong. It's round.
That's too easy. You know, those aren't funny because you know the jokes are coming. What's funny is when you get. I'm looking for a group where people are like really serious about a topic.
All right, what about
these people are? Yeah, it has to be something where like people want to be right. You know, those are the best groups where like I come in. This is my play. Like this is my game plan. This is what plays. I come in and I'm like, you know, like I come in, play it off as like I'm some moron that like, you know, does this and this. Yeah, I don't care. But anyway, I walk in and I'm just basically like hitting them with the old dead man. It's a dead man switch. So like the dead man switch is me coming in acting like I don't know what I'm doing. But here I am just stirring the pot for these people to argue online for like an hour and 10 minutes. So as soon as they get in my comment section, that's the dead man switch going off right there.
I mean, if you really wanted to like troll, I just thought of this would be a good one that we could set like a goal for Ryan. Go into like one that's like, you know, religious one, like where they post like inspirational posts. And if you could Photoshop Gary onto the body of Jesus and try and get people to like and share for like, you know, for a prayer or something. And it's just Gary getting shared on Facebook.
So like scientists in Rome just like, what's it called? Like reverse engineered what Jesus looked like.
It's just weird.
Like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This is what AI came up with. It's just Gary.
It's just weird. It's awesome.
I'm gonna try to get into something like baking or cooking, you know, like those are always the good ones.
And the thing is, Gary would find that hilarious.
Oh yeah. Gary would love that. He'd love it.
I'm gonna get him like a pottery one, like, you know, the people on those things, you just stand there and it spins.
Just tell them your favorite movie was Ghost.
Yeah. Say something like my favorite thing was like Pee-wee's Big Adventure, like a movie that has nothing to do with it. Or like old school film. Should I be like old school film?
Is there?
We can't be bringing up Pee-wee on the podcast though.
Is there like a bingo like group? Like a bunch of old ladies, like bingo. Oh, like you could like tell them like, oh yeah, I hit a postage stamp for the jackpot at my local fire hall, and like just get them riled up, get them going.
Bingo.
You know it's going to be nothing but old ladies, and they're going to eat it up.
Yeah.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. 8K members, 10 plus posts a day. Should I join this one?
Yeah.
I think you should.
Tell them that you only stamp your card behind the back, like you're a show off at the table. Like you're doing all these.
Should I join and just be like, get real? This group is nothing. Like, you guys don't know bingo if it hit you in the face or something. Just like absolutely go in and like right off the rip.
When you go in there and tell them, and make sure you tell them that bingo is technically illegal. It's gambling.
Yeah.
Technically,
I'd be like, do you guys report your earnings on your tax? Like, I just hit for like 400. Should I like report my earnings on my tax form or something?
Yeah,
actually, I had a good idea. Yeah. What if I joined like a serious like photography like group, and I just posted like the worst pictures taken on my phone, like blurry or something, and just started putting them in there, like just random stuff, and people just would get so angry. You think that would work?
Yeah. Because
I'd say like some expensive camera when I shot it on my phone, like shot with the Canon EOS, like something like.
I shot this with like my Motorola like Razors.
Oh no! No,
like, I'm better at editing any photos than you are.
Let's see. I'm gonna join the bingo group. See what goes on in there. Photography. Let's see. Photography. Oh no, I don't want that. It says photography booth rentals.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Photography groups. Photography tricks group, photography lovers, photography for beginners.
There you go. That's the one you want.
Yo enthusiasts.
No, we need photography tricks group. This one has 468,000 members. So this one says, what's this all about? These projects may even help you restart your interest in photography. No promotions or spam. Be kind and courteous. No hate speech or bullying. The thing is, everything I do follows those guidelines. It's not like I'm bullying people or like I'm not spamming.
No, you're just a troll. That's it.
Yeah. So here's the best thing. Whenever someone calls me out, like I make them feel so bad. Like on the Blackstone Griddlers one, like I posted like a stupid question and like this guy just walks in. He's like, are you some kind of like moron? Like, why did you do this and all this stuff? I completely threw it back in his face. I was like, come on, man. Like, I'm just trying to like get started with this, like part of this community, and you're just making me feel bad. And like after that, he just had this like paragraph long apology. Oh, I'm messing with people's emotions. That's hilarious.
Does this, I got to ask you a serious question. Does this help you sleep at night?
It's just funny.
Does this get your rocks off?
That's why he wakes up in the morning. He's just like, who can I troll today? That's basically what it is.
All right. I was just curious.
I just hit like a button. I think of something funny to say and I send it and just let, you know, I basically light the fire and these people are poking it with the fire stick or whatever you call it. I don't know.
Poker, maybe? You know? Fan
I'm
in
just
the fire?
They could let it go and answer the question seriously, but these people have meltdowns after I just put something in there.
I mean, Facebook is a cesspool, so you're gonna have on these big jobs like that,
yeah. But I'll have to find something. We'll see if I get in which one I get in first, the bingo or photography one. We'll see.
All right, well, you have to report back next week.
Yeah,
and then
I'll get something going. I usually get 1 or 2 hot posts a week. I get some duds here and there, but there's I've hit a couple home runs. I'm usually pretty successful on Blackstone Griddlers. So this guy accused me of not being a true griddler too. That was a good one. He's like, you guys wouldn't know what a griddler is. I don't know.
Did you run into the griddler? Like, is he like the griddler?
Yeah, he like left. He left the group. Everyone's like, because he made this big post. I was telling you that. Like he announced like his.
He announced he was leaving the group and said just leaving.
The best was this other guy. He was like egging me on. I commented. This guy agreed with me. He's like, buddy, you're not in an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. He like completely threw that at him. That was funny. Yeah, that's all I got on the topic. I'll have to get something going here again pretty soon.
Well, my tank. I mean, personally, my tank's running on E right now, so I'm mentally tapped out after just listening to the trolling. I think that's finally like I'm just gonna go right to bed after this.
Do we want to go Jags though? Because I do have a good one.
Oh, yeah, let's go to Jags.
Because I kind of got trolled.
Cool, a little taste of your own medicine, huh?
Not really. I was being like courteous, and this guy was just being a jag. But if that's kind of like trolling, then sure. But here's mine. Saturday, you know, in Tarentum, if you're coming from like Burl across the bridge.
Stay out of my area.
So at the bottom there's those 2 lights, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And in between, there's the gas station. I think it's a 7-Eleven on the right.
Yeah.
So I was at one light, and then there's a car in front of me, and then coming out of 7-Eleven, there's an old beater truck, and I was courteous, so I waved this guy through, like, yeah, you can come through, like, I'll let you go through, kind of deal, you know, when both lights turn green. So you know what he does? He rips his rust bucket and rolls coal right, like, where I'm driving through. So I just had to drive through this completely black cloud, like, right in front of me. Like, I let you through. Why are you ripping this rolling coal in this big brown cloud of dust? I could have just drove on by and just been like, you know, you can wait.
You know why?
Why?
You're not going to like this because he just pictured you as not driving a truck.
Yeah.
He showed you what a real truck does. Just saying.
I mean, I can tell you nobody's rolling coal in front of me, you know, because I can haul. He
Nobody's
sensed,
rolling coal in front of you because you don't let anybody in because you're not courteous.
yeah, he sensed an inferior hauler. That's like, yeah. You show a monkey your teeth, and that's a sign of weakness, like Dwight Schrute said. You letting someone go through, and that just showed you were the beta truck driver there. And
no, he gave me a little like friendly wave, and then he rolled coal in front of me, and then another guy like 2 feet later, he rolled coal again.
He was just showing you what a truck can do, what a real truck is.
Have you ever rolled coal, Dan?
No, because I don't have a truck.
I do.
I don't claim that I have a truck.
Huh?
I don't claim to have a truck.
Not every truck can roll coal, though.
Is it time to release the meme, Dan?
I think it is. I think it is. I think it is.
That actually is perfect for the Jag of the week.
I think so.
Look at him. He's rattled right now. He's a little rattled.
I don't care.
Let's hear it.
Here's a little disclaimer I want everyone to have. Everybody knows this, and this has never ended well for anybody. Anyone that's tried to meme on me, just know that I have an absolute vault of memes of every single person. And one person memeing on me, it's kind of like that saying, you're pointing one finger, there's 3 coming back at you. You dish a meme out, there's 7 coming back at you. So I got memes on memes.
Hey, all I'm saying is you can't just take this one on the chin. I mean, you always got to retaliate.
But, you know, I appreciate
even if it's a good one, you always got to try and get the last laugh. See, that's the problem.
That's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a bad thing to say. It's not called getting the last laugh. It's called keeping the laugh going.
No, you're trying to get the last one.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I keep the laughs going, so then it gives you a chance to get another laugh out there.
What if like I'm mellow in college, one and done. I win the championship and I'm moving on.
Well, then I'm still in school and I'll just meme for the next 3 years. It's probably not even a good meme. I've seen every meme. Like, you ain't out memeing me.
This one's pretty damn good.
All right, let me see it. Let's see.
I didn't make it. I have nothing to do with it.
I was requested to make it.
It must not be good.
Oh, it's
because you didn't ask me to make it because I'm your meme guy.
Well, not when the meme guy's being the meme. Yeah.
All right, let's see it. It's probably something stupid about a truck or a haul or whatever. Let me see it.
I'm tempted to let him sweat it now, Dan. What do you think? He's rattled.
Yeah, he wants to. Yeah. Let him sweat it out. Let him sweat it out.
I've seen every meme.
You haven't.
There ain't no new memes out there.
This is one where it might be your meme match. It was Ginger. Yeah. Ginger requested it.
Oh, he can't help me.
Oh,
I've seen every meme. I've seen every meme.
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking about Ginger, because we didn't do it last week, Ryan. Anthony G. Shea III claimed that he was related to Derek Jeter. Because he texted me that night you guys were playing Xbox and was like, Ryan doesn't believe me. Yes. Anthony Shea claimed to be related to Derek Jeter. I even had Gary, and then Darian Zaraki was in my chat when I was streaming that night, and he verified it too. I was like, yeah, swear to God.
I just need more proof. End of story. Let's leave it at that.
I'm just saying.
I need written, proof. I don't know.
Buddy wanted to play shortstop, but couldn't follow the footsteps of his cousin.
You can't bring something up and not show it either. That's dirty pool.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, does anyone else have Jags or anything?
No, I just looked at the meme again.
Huh?
The meme's back.
I had to go back and look at it.
Dan's loving it. If anyone's gonna release the meme, it's gonna be Dan because he's loving it.
Nope. Nope. That's not my place. I had nothing to do with it. I am not getting tied into it.
I respect that, but Dan also fears me. He fears how much
I'm not getting memed on. Are you kidding me?
But I know if you would have released it without that knowledge, I respect your knowledge of not releasing it because you didn't make it.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I'm not taking credit.
Taking like ricochet shots.
Yeah, I'm not taking credit for it. The only memes.
Luke wanted to release it then, since it was his request.
Dan requested it.
No, Luke did, so he has to be the one to release it.
Oh, well, who made it? You?
Yeah, I made it for him. He wanted it.
Well, I have memes of everyone, so no person is safe. The meme vault.
All I'm saying is I had nothing to do with it. The only person I've ever asked somebody to make a meme of was Joe from work, was golfing with Mario that one time, and he kept raking the sand and like going in circles and couldn't get out of the sand trap. So I said, I just want you to put him there mopping up Clint Malarchuk's blood from the ice when he got his jugular vein cut, and Joe did that for me.
I think I have like that picture. I've memed with that picture.
Yeah,
he's like walking with the rake behind. Yeah. I've made memes of that. I forget what I've made of that. I'll have to go in the vault and maybe see what I got. I got a couple Rio ones.
That's low hanging fruit there. That's easy.
Yeah, that's easy XP.
Yeah.
So.
What do you think? Wrap it up, boys?
We're almost an hour in. We're 56 minutes.
It's a Memorial Day special.
Yeah.
Memorial Day. No one's working tomorrow, so or listen to our pod to work, I guess.
Real quick question: do you guys listen to the Memorial Day 500 on DVE?
I usually do. I didn't this year. So.
They'll finish it tomorrow. What do you think number one is?
Yeah.
Last year's Bohemian Rhapsody. You think it goes back to back?
Probably.
I'm going to take Stairway to Heaven.
It should be 500 songs.
Yes.
What are they at right now?
160 something when I left my old man's.
It should be
500 down, or is it 1 to 500?
It's 500 down. Left. It's 500 down.
What's right now?
Let me look.
Wait, do they rank them worst to best?
It's all voted on and stuff.
Should be Freebird. That's BS.
But the thing is, does it perfectly time with 11:59?
No, it'll finish up tomorrow like 7, 8 o'clock at night. Thunderstruck's on right now.
Like 11:59, like you're listening to that song.
Thunderstruck's right now.
Yeah, so we're probably at like 150.
Wait, what song is it right now?
Thunderstruck.
Oh, cool. What was 151?
I don't know. I'm just saying we're probably in the 150s. I don't know yet.
That's Mew from Pokemon 151, right?
Wonder if it's up on their site. It might be.
I think what is Mew 150 and then Mewtwo's 151, or is Mewtwo 150 and then Mew's 151?
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know. That's a conversation for another day.
It is.
But do we want to wrap it up there? Youngzers episode 45. Almost a year in. 7 weeks till we're at a year.
I know.
Stillers. We got the baseball Stillers right now. We got hockey Stillers. And then we got football Stillers coming up.
Ready to roll.
Yep. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe because we're got some good stuff brewing for you. So wrap it up there, Dan.
All right.